YouTube, come in and hit the like button. Go. We got my man Jay in here with the fire. Y'all a tour. I'm gonna have to go out here. Bring y'all by the ocean today. We're not by the ocean, but this is a little beach. Somebody said Coach Greg Adams did. I started preparing. For vacation early, so I stopped watching a lot of stuff in the news. There's a lot of drama and stuff going on out here in the news, but I've been in vacation mode. I haven't really been on top of the trends because I tried to run because I'm so used to going to the gym and getting on the treadmill that I tried to attempt to run today. Cramped up a little bit. All right. We're gonna go. All right, if you guys got some questions, go ahead and get it in. I'm gonna go ahead. Big shout out to Royal LaDarrence with the $10 long-term savings plan to buy a car in Los Angeles, so I can answer y'all questions. This traffic, I'm gonna give y'all the building in. Okay. I live behind that building. Okay. All right. Royal plan to buy a car in Los Angeles, reliable and dependable, because I don't want to deal with mechanics for the next 5 to 6. As a Coach Greg Adams promoted Sigma Nation. Buffering sound. All right, what about now? I got back in the car. How is it now in the car? What about now? Is the lag still off? Still lagging. Shit, man. And this is telling me my internet signal is good as fuck. Still lag. What about now? Still lagging? Is it still lagging now? Got better? Still lagging, but got better. It seems better now. All right, I'm inside the car now. I'm not walking around as much. All right, go ahead and get your, like, 4 seconds behind. Shit. And my signal is the greatest that it's ever been. All right, hold on. Let me do this. Let me switch up some stuff. Right now, is it back better? It's better? All right. I seen what was going on. It's confusing. I have in the car. So it's trying. I got Wi-Fi in the car and I have Wi-Fi on the phone. How is it now? Give me a 1 if everything's good now. All right. How we looking now? We good now? Let me fix the camera. All right. Everything's good now. Let me turn the damn car around. So I ain't got too much of that blur getting in here. All right, we back at it. Everybody's saying that we good. I guess let me go back and answer the questions that were put in with the donations. My man Royal Ladarrence, he says, starting a long-term savings plan to buy a car in Los Angeles, reliable and dependable. All right, Royal Ladarrence, a Lexus IS350, Lexus LS460, Lexus ES any year. Lexus is the best reliable car in the world. If you're looking to buy something either old or new, you would never ever in your life go wrong with Lexus or Toyota. But I'm pretty sure you can get you a nice Lexus for the low that's going to last you a very, very, very long time. And that would be the first place that I aim is a Lexus. After that, I would probably say a Subaru. A Subaru would definitely last you a very long time as well. But if you're looking for an overall goal, which I'm talking stylish, speed, reliability, good and quick with the girls, and good. You guys go ahead and get your questions in. I'm going live specifically to talk to you guys. Saturday, I'll be returning back home, and then we would be getting together in the studio, and then I would be doing my same normal lives. Now I got the energy going. We're good to go. All right, everybody's saying that it is good. We got 37 in here. All right, I closed all the apps, so we should be good. All right. Zoden says, when they say alpha males don't pillow talk with women, I'm not completely sure what that means. Can you tell me what that means? Pillow talking. All right, when pillow talking with a woman is where you're sitting up in bed, you're comfortable with her, and you're telling her all your problems. You're telling her about all your boys. You're going over your lifestyle because you're comfortable with her. That's pillow talking. A lot of times when guys are pillow talking, they get around women and they think them and the women are getting comfortable. And as them and the girls get comfortable, they start to tell the women about everything that's going on with their life. They start talking about how they friends backstab them, or how this person is not a good person, and how this. Alpha males don't pillow talk with women because most alpha males are not going to complain to a woman about anything. Pillow talking is when a man is complaining to a woman about another man or about their life. That's what that's called pillow talking. Is where you're talking to a woman and you want her to comfort you for your problems. When they say alpha males don't pillow talk because we can handle the situations ourselves. Alpha males spend more time thinking how to get over their problems that they don't have time to sit back and tell people their problems. Pillow talking is when a man is complaining to a woman about his problems or complaining to a woman about his friends. Alpha males don't do that because we're more into the, okay, we're going to fix it ourselves. We'll find a way to get over it. We'll find a way to do it. Some people, they go to 50 different people looking for answers to their problems. They're going to tell 1,000 people their problems with their life, and they're going to be trying to seek answers that's going to be easier for them to do. You don't pillow talk your life. Pillow talking is a fast way to get a woman to leave you because she starts to look at you as being weak. That's why they call it pillow talking. You're sitting down, you're in the bed, you and her are comfortable. So that's what they mean by pillow talking. All right. Let's see here. Hi, Anthony. We will see hyperinflation in the U.S. Yes, you will. What's getting ready to happen in life is the rich is getting ready to separate itself from the poor. They have no choice but to do so because they are setting it up as in, how can I say, we're probably going into the world something Hunger Game-ish, where the poor would be separated from the rich and the rich would be entertained by the poor, fighting for food, fighting for things in life that they value. That's what we're going into, but we're probably talking 10 years down the road. That's mainly what they're talking about, hyperinflation, which means it's going to boil down to what do you have. Some people are going to need something more than money to get what they want out of life. It's going to require connections, and it's going to require a networking system. A lot of people think success is all about you working hard. No, you have to work hard to build a networking system in order to maintain success. Too many people, when you're not personable, you're not going to build a networking system. When you're antisocial, you're not going to build a networking system. So in order to survive in life, you're going to need a networking system. And as the inflation increases, the more the networking system helps you stay ahead. Big shout outs to Keandre. He's definitely in the building with the $5. Yeah. All right, we back. Why does my internet keep shutting the fuck? What's going on with this area? All right, we back. Sexual Mind Eye with the $2. He says, due to the black pill. Jamie Hoffman is definitely in the building. He says, what is my predictions for this year? More violence. I'm telling you, since I've been down here in Miami, I done seen some shit, bro. It's more violence, more hyperness, more sex, more sex. Everything will be more sex. But we're leaning towards more depression. All right, depression is about to kick up to an all-time high here in a second. But you have more people that are becoming minimalists. All right, so watch the increase of minimum list, but also watch the increase of depression. Pay attention to your circle, because this year they will hurt you. All right, trust no one. Trust no one. You better get that in your brain now. Trust no one. Wolfman, he says, I haven't filed my taxes since 2008. I made $70K last year. Owe the IRS 10 grand. Should I file? Get a lawyer first. Wolfman, $10 to go ahead and fill out your old taxes. That way, you have to listen. At some point, the IRS is gonna come get you. Listen to what I'm telling you, bro. They're gonna find out. Them computers don't play around. Get you a lawyer now. Have your lawyer start filling out the old back taxes. That way you can go ahead and start writing off a lot of stuff before the computers catch it. That's what you got to do. All right. Muslim woman, I found them extremely attractive. With me, I found my girl in the gym with a bunch of her friends, and they were scarfed up in the gym. It was like her only time she's ever been to the gym for real, for real. And I just happened to meet her there. Shadlick says $2. Can I legally make videos and anonymous on YouTube? No, you're gonna have to fill something out. You cannot just put videos out and put them on YouTube. You're gonna have to fill out all your information and start the account. YouTube just ain't gonna they'll let you be anonymous to the world, but YouTube is gonna know who you are. All right, Sexual Mind Eye, he says, do you think black women compliment and critique dark skinned and light skinned men, but don't recognize black men, Nick Cannon and Michael B. Jordan sex complexions? Hold on. Why do you think black women compliment and critique dark skinned and light skinned men, but do not recognize black men, Nick Cannon and Michael B. Jordan skin complexion? Listen here, bro. There's girls out there that love Michael B. Jordan that are black. There are girls out there that love Nick Cannon that are black. You know what I'm saying? But those type of guys live in a whole entire different world right now. When people think about Michael B. Jordan and Nick Cannon, those are extremely rich black dudes that are the male hyena type dudes. That when it comes to any type of black dude that's regular doing anything with their life, it's just something that most black women don't recognize it, but a lot of black women do recognize those type of dudes. It's just not to the beach, so y'all got to work with me. Enos is definitely in the building. Big shout outs them. You're exposed to the most prettiest girls in the just to make sure. Very bad connection. All right, hold on. All right, are we back now? All right, what about... All right, we back on it now, or is it still hella choppy? My internet signal is fucking... It's still choppy? Give me a 1 if it's good or bad. Yes, we're back. All right. Much better. All right. Still choppy, though. Fuck, man. Damn. My signal says perfect good signal. It's like shit, man. Damn. I may need to go to the same spot I was at yesterday. All right, we good now? All right, let me go back up. For the dude that was asking about black women, let me tell y'all something. All right, and for everybody that's always asking about black women, this is how I look at it, all right? This is how I look at it. When it comes to the black community, right? And I want somebody to clip this and put it out. It's still 50-50 choppy. Like, I'm literally next to the tower. My internet signal says fucking good as hell. Maybe if I go down the street a little bit. All right, when it comes to black men and black women, the biggest problem that I want you guys to understand is that Verizon, my shit should be good. Still choppy. Let me go into this part. I don't even know what's happening out here. All right, how are we now? All right. If you guys can hear me clearly, then hear this. How is this still? Hold on. If my Bluetooth is off, why is this still reading my fucking phone? And I turned that off. All right, driving off. All right, hold on. What about now? Are we good now? This shit is pissing me all the way the fuck off. Because I turned the Bluetooth shit off. My trip's going all right, but right now it's pissing me off. How are we looking on the camera? He said cut it off and turn it back on. All right. Are we better? It's this card, sexual mind. For example, big shout outs to Sexual Mind Out. He says, for example, black women will compliment dark-skinned men and look at light-skinned men looks, but won't acknowledge the most black men are brown-skinned like Nick Cannon and Michael B. Jordan, Bryson Taylor, Mayweather, etc. All right, I don't understand what you're trying to say. You're trying to say that black women acknowledge dark-skinned dudes and black women acknowledge light-skinned dudes, but black women don't. Black women acknowledge whoever has money, whoever is popular. They don't care who it is when it comes to it. I think that you guys are just listening too much into the gossip part of life. When it comes to the black community, I've always looked at it like this. There's a conflict of interest in the black community. What do I mean? It all starts off with the black woman because she birthed the black community, but she raises her kids with conflict of interest. What do I mean conflict of interest? She teaches the black boy how to be a simp, to treat her good because she doesn't have a man, or to treat her better than the last guy she with. But she teaches the daughter how to be masculine and to overpower a man. So the black women never learn how to be a wife, and the black man never learns how to be a father, because both of them are conflicting interests. They're raised completely. People don't necessarily raise their children to be servants to the mom. The black woman raises her son to be a servant to her, right? Okay, the black woman raises her daughter to be dominant than her, to be dominant like her. So there's never a chance for black men and black women to come together because they have a conflict of interest. The women have became the men and the men are the women. That's why it can never get ahead, because no matter how sweet a man is, a woman's true nature is hypergamy and chasing alpha spirits. So what's happened in the black community is black women look at them as being weaklings because they have became masculine. So the more masculine they become, the more tougher of a guy that they need. And the more nice that the black man is, the weaker he is looked at to a black woman. I realized that a long time ago. So when I say the black community doesn't get far, it doesn't get far because of conflict of interest. The black man wants to love the black woman. he wants to be a servant to the black woman. But what that does is it stopped the black man from becoming powerful. So now black men don't know how to be business owners. They don't know how to be go-getters. They don't know how to be strategists because they're masculine to women. So black men have been pumped and programmed year after year to worshiping black women, but black women have been programmed to dominate the black male, even though down in her spirit, she wants a king. Black men are not being raised to be kings. They're being raised to be servants. And the black women are being raised to be black queens that overpowers the black man. That's what's wrong with the black community. It ain't no, she just looks at light-skinned dudes or she just looks at dark-skinned dudes. You got to realize when you look at Michael B. Jordan and then you look at Nick Cannon, these guys were brought up in Hollywood to be the good token black dude. And they're being what they're supposed to be. It's just that, say this too, the black community talk, that's just old. That's just getting really old, man. Like everybody in the world already know. How are we doing now? I'm going to the other side. All right, are we back good? Anthony, how do you seduce low self-esteem women? Low self-esteem women are not attractive to me, bro. They're not. Them weak-ass bitches, that's not attractive to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to seduce weak women, bro. The weak women are not attractive to me whatsoever. I don't go after weak women. I go after women that are level-headed with me. Going after a weak woman doesn't really do anything for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find a good internet signal. How are we doing now? Is the signal back good? Are we good now on the signal? If the signal is good, let me get a 1. That way I can get back to sitting my ass down and find me a. All right, we back good. All right, Atlas 93 is definitely in the building. All right, so we back good. We doing number 1. All right, cool. Back here in the back. All right, I'm driving now. If y'all really want my attention now, you're gonna have to donate because it's so many messages coming in. They saying it's better. I'm going more up north now. I'm gonna go towards Deerfield Beach. Somebody said low self-esteem women come with problems. You're right. Nowadays, I'm going to be honest with you, it's just that you have a lot of guys who've been shaken up by the Me Too movement and the feminist movement that they don't trust women. But me being out here in these streets, I can tell you right now, there are a lot of desperate women, but you have less men that are approaching them. And I told you guys that yesterday when I was out on the beach, I seen 30-to-1 ratio women to men, but the guys wasn't really trying. You had a couple guys out there that was pulling all the women, but then you had some guys out there that was just scared to approach a woman. And I think that society has created a big conflict between men and women and men approaching women, and women are having a hard time. They're just not showing it. But when it comes to like low self-esteem women, bro, I don't really mess with them because low self-esteem women be too moody. Like people get to the point of their life where that shit ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be around somebody always looking sad and miserable and depressed. And believe it or not, those are the type of girls that give you the best sex. Like, all of the misery and depressed women have the best sex in the world, which is why they can scoop up these dudes fairly easy, make you fall in love with them, and then you stay stuck in fucking simping mode trying to make her feel better because you think something done fucked up in her life and that you can just come through and fix it. All right, that's what a lot of guys do that goes towards these low self-esteem women is you get with them, they sad, you try to fix them. You say, I can fix them, I can fix them up, I can make her better, I could treat her better than what any other guy has ever treated her, but you can't. She's just gonna be a good girl that's good in bed, and outside of that, all of her moves are gonna drive you nuts, are gonna drive you wacko, and eventually you will leave that woman, period. We're on the back road here. We're just back here in some neighborhoods, cutting through. So, all right, let's go ahead and get some other questions in. Let's go ahead and get some donations up too for the questions, because that's the only way I can see. I got to keep the car moving and keep the signal coming. I'm finna try to turn off and get to the beach for y'all. All right, we got, why do women want a man when it's just minding his business and focus on himself? Come on, bro. It ain't really like that. It ain't really, oh, he's minding his business, he's focused on himself. That ain't what you want. Women want 3 things out of a guy. 3 things. They want a man that's financially stable. They want a man who has a sense of humor. And they want a man who can protect her. That's it. That's the only thing that women want. In a lot of cases, you can create attraction to a woman just by being quiet and saying nothing. But the moment she gets close to you and she find out who she really is, she could be turned off in a matter of minutes. That's what a lot of guys don't get. A lot of you guys are trying to find the easy way to get women. Y'all trying to find the easy, like, what's the one all tell all? There's only one way to win with women. There's only one way. And that's become the best version of yourself. So let's say you get the low self-esteem women and you think you got her. Nope. Somebody stronger than you can come across and take her from you because she's weak. That's why I don't deal with low self-esteem women. It's because at the end of the day, there's no loyalty with them. You will never get loyalty out of a low self-esteem woman. All right, period. You have to focus on just being you. All right, and that's what needs to be taught here. That's why Sigma Nation over here, I strongly say this is guys that are chasing their dreams and self-improvement. That's the only way to win. That's it. There ain't no, women don't approach introverts. They approach a guy who may be quiet and stand to himself, but they don't approach antisocial people. Enid says, live your best life, fam. Salute. Big shout outs, man. He's definitely right. You have to just be a man that knows what you want, and women are going to see it. They're going to smell it. And the reason why women can see it and smell it is because they get experiences to men way faster than what men get experiences to women. And I keep trying to stress guys that is women are always 10 years ahead of you when it comes to learning the nature. They have guys that want to sleep with them every day. Guys don't have women that want to sleep with them every day. So one of the things that you have to understand when it comes to a woman and being attractive is that you have to be something already. You ain't got to be rich, but you can't be somebody who's antisocial and scared of the world, but you also don't have to be extroverted to where you're the most popular. You still have to be able to say, hi, how you doing? My name is such and such. You still have to be able to mingle amongst people. You still have to be able to walk around in society. We have a whole bunch of people that are scared to walk around in the regular world trying to learn about women. And I tell guys all the time, y'all really need to stop learning about women at this point because you know enough. You're just regurgitating the same information over and over again because that's what you're used to doing on a daily basis. You have to stop that. In my opinion, most of you guys are already masters of women. You're already the master. A lot of these questions you're asking is just regurgitated information that you have already learned again. What most of you need to do to get closer to getting women and becoming happier is simple shit. Walking outside your house today. Cleaning up your room today. That's the stuff that I want to hear from you. I want to hear like Royal Adherence, what he says, I'm saving up so I can go get my car. What do I do next? I like that kind of stuff, bro, because that's more realistic. That's way more realistic. Telling me, Anthony Spade, I cleaned my room today, bro. I rearranged my room. What I do next? I like those comments because that's more realistic. That's the little stuff that gets you towards self-improvement. I cleaned my house today. What do I do next? I painted my room today. What do I do next? Anthony, today I decided to go take a walk around the block. What do I do next? That's the type, I don't want to hear the big shit. Oh man, I'm about to buy a whole big ass mansion and move out. No, I want to hear that. I want to hear the little shit. The little shit, bro. Because the little shit adds up. Once you start getting through with the little shit, showering on a day-to-day basis, maybe getting up, getting a new hairstyle, that's the type of shit I want to hear. I want to hear you guys say, Aunt, today I cut my own hair. Aunt, today I went to the barbershop and I asked them to give me a haircut that I thought looked good. Little shit like that changes your whole avenue in life. That's what I want to hear a lot of you guys say on this channel. Anthony Spade, I have did this with my life today. Today I decided that I wasn't going to be on the internet for 30 minutes. Let's start off with 30 minutes. I want you guys to go 30 minutes off the internet, and you cannot include sleep time. All right, don't say, and I was off of the internet for 4 hours, but I was asleep at night. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. I want to hear, Anthony, today at 11:30 in the morning, I turned my phone off and I said I wasn't going to go on the internet. That little details of stuff like that takes your life a hell of a lot further. Wolfman says, I bought a chick lunch at work. She talks every person ear off, talks to me about going to church. He says, I bought a chick lunch at work. All right. She talks every other person ear off, talks to me about going to church. It's time for you to leave that one alone, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. Leave that one alone. When they start talking about going to church, they're trying to hide something in their past. Listen to what I'm telling you. When women start talking about church, born again Christian, and they want to do this with their life, I'm going to tell you straight up, my dude, that's one of the people you want to get away from. When people start to become overly religious, especially a woman, when a woman starts to become overly religious with her life, you got to get away from it, because she's trying to hide, she's trying to cover something up about her. All right. She's trying to cover something up about her that she doesn't want you to know. All right? Hold on. That's what she's doing. All right, I came back over to where I was at yesterday. We back here. We got some palm trees back here. A little bit. All right, so if she's talking to you about church, get away from her, bro. And another thing that I've told you guys, stop dealing with these girls at your job. You cannot be dealing with these girls at your job. And the reason why you don't want to deal with these girls at your job, you don't want to shit where you eat. Shitting where you eat will catch up to you. I'm going to tell you this right now. Stop shitting where you eat. Y'all got all these girls at your job that want to sleep with you. They want you to be the side dude. And you have no main chick, so you're willing to entertain it because you're horny. Okay, the thing between your legs is going to get you into more trouble than anything else in life, especially when it comes to your job. The only time you want to deal with girls at your job is when you know that you're getting ready to, it's when you know that you're getting ready to leave the job. If you're not getting ready to leave the job, then you don't want to deal with that girl. All right? You don't want to deal with that girl. Trust me. So, Wolfman, if you buying her lunch, that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She talking about going to church, she's trying to cover up some shit. Trust me. When women start talking that religious talk, they're trying to cover up some shit. All right. J. Carr says, my goal today is to learn more few words in Portuguese and Spanish. There you go. Try Spanish. Stick with Spanish. You learn Spanish, you can connect to all the other languages, especially Italian. Stick with the Spanish. All right, let's see here. Enos says, I know where you're at. Big shout outs to Enos. Atlas 93. Does forgiving them have to involve trusting them again? Forgiving a woman, trusting them again? I don't. Listen here, bro. I don't never go back to another woman. There's no such thing as, you'll never hear me say, me and my ex went out to dinner. Me and my ex did this. I went back to my ex. No, I don't do no ex shit. And I tell you guys, don't do ex shit. When you and a girl is over with, leave that alone. Let that go. The only reason why you're worried about your ex or forgiving your ex is because you haven't moved on. But what you need to understand is, she didn't go run to another guy that hurt her and now she's coming back to you. That ain't what it is. She needs another form of manipulation and power. So she's coming back to use you all over again for what she was doing, because she got used to the abuse. She got used to being in control of you. You don't want to do that. It only gets worse the second time around. That's why I say, do not go back to your ex. She didn't learn anything. She's not coming back to give you the power. She's coming back to get more of the power that you were already given to her, because somebody else is not giving her the power. The second time around will be worse. Stay away from your ex. And I always tell you guys that. Stay away. You're only setting yourself up for failure. Y'all need to stop trying to find a way to get revenge on your ex. The only way to win is success. That's the only way to win. Wolfman says, I already know she's more open with the talkative with the other guys. He says, I already know she's more open with and talkative with the other guy. Big shout outs, Wolfman. You're right, bro. Like, the main important things that guys have to understand with women, it's a hell of a lot easier when you know your lane. When you know your lane, you know exactly what girls are the easiest for you to get is better. All right, with me, I don't try to aim at them high sedity girls because I know they have the worst personality. I done been around these pretty girls. Y'all seen my modeling portfolio. I'm used to being around. I was banging models when I was 15, 16 years old. I know these girls have the worst personality. They suffer from the lowest self-esteems. I know this already. Know your lane. I'm an average guy. I prefer average looking women. I prefer to do things with average women. Once you learn your lane, then dating in the rest of the world is good for that. Mike Larry says, I just joined the gym. Big shout out to Mike Larry. That's the type of comments I like. I want to hear those comments where you just joined the gym. All right? Now take it one day at a time, bro. Don't be the guy that gets in the gym and you're trying to get in shape in 3 days. Don't do that, because that's only going to scar you and it's going to hurt your muscles and you're going to find yourself sitting out from injuries. Take it one day at a time. Start off with a treadmill and work your way up. That's the type of comments that I want to see. All right, let's see here. He said, thanks for... All right, let me see here. I skipped over some donations. I got to go back. Mindset real. If I skipped over your donation, let me see. My bad. Let me go here. Let me go back. All right. Jordan 11, he says, appreciate the out of town live, bro. Salute. Big shout outs. Really appreciate it, my man. All right. Definitely. Big shout out to. All right. Let's get some questions. Got a broad number yesterday. She's 20 with a kid. He says, I got a broad number yesterday. She's 20 with a kid. Is that a red flag? When it comes to red flags, it's only a red flag. Like, this is how I said. Like, I had a guy in the comments yesterday. He said, when I said that a lot of guys are not approaching women in Miami during spring break, he says because those guys don't want to approach 304s. Let me tell you something. When you come to Miami for spring break and you ain't looking for a wife, you want a 304. Guys who ain't looking to get married love 304s. Guys who ain't looking for a relationship love the 304s. You still want to clap cheeks. You still want to have sex. The only thing that you don't do with a 304 is marry her. Outside of that, A man is not afraid to fuck a 304. This is why guys are jerking off every night to 304s. You need to understand that. You're jerking off to a 304, then y'all want to disrespect her in real life. When in reality, guys want 304s, but they just don't want to marry them. Learn to separate the two. All right? When you come to Miami, spring break, you're looking for the biggest whores because you want easy sex, have a good time with what you're doing, and then you go back home. That's what a 304 is for. All right? When you're looking to get married, you don't go to clubs and get a 304. You don't come to Miami and get a 304. You don't fuck around with a 304 when you're looking for a relationship and marriage. But when you want to be a single guy, you only need to be dealing with 304s. There's no point in you trying to play a player's game with a good woman. That's going to come back and bite you in the end, and you're going to be a sad 40-plus-year-old man with no women. Listen to what I'm telling you. Learn to separate the good girl from the bad girl and judge off of what you're getting. Some 304 girls, that's it. They just want to fuck, and they're okay with that. Just keep them in that category. It's too many guys that are mad at 304s, and you're mad at whores. Why? That's easy sex for you. The problem is you're not supposed to want to go wife them up. That's the only difference. You don't wife up a 304, but she's definitely fuckable. All right, let's see here. Let's go down. See. Selects, S2 Lex says, if you don't sleep with them, they gonna be bitter and try to destroy you. It happens to me. With who? Who? The fuck? How does girls get so mad that you ain't sleeping with them that they want to fuck up your car? How? When there's a whole bunch of other guys out here that'll fuck them. How? How you go through that and I don't? How you going through that and I don't? Women don't give a fuck if you don't want to fuck them. Women don't care. They're not gonna. A woman in Miami is not gonna scratch your fucking car up because you don't want her. It's so many motherfucking guys running around this bitch, bro. Where do y'all get these statements from? He says, Anthony, how many times a year do you come down here to Florida? 4 times a year. Sometimes 5. I'll be down in the next time I come down would be the end of July. Question, is learning small talk a skill to look into? Yes. Yes, you need to learn. Not really learning small talk. You guys got to get to the basics. All right? What I want you guys to stop doing is stop reading books that's teaching you personalities. Don't do that. Your personality has to be earned through you. Your experiences will become your personalities. All right? So stop reading books on personalities and start reading more books on the things you want to do. Start reading health books. What type of exercises do I do to go to the gym? That's the type of stuff you want. Hairstyles. What hairstyles look good on your face? What's the best type of clothes to wear? Those little things add up in your life. And that needs to be the most important thing. You guys no longer need to understand. You guys no longer need to understand what a mindset is. You don't need to know what alpha is anymore. You don't need to know what sigma is anymore. You don't need to know what beta is anymore. You know what these traits are. Now you have to go out in the world and find out what it is about you that separates you from the rest of the world. That's what it's all about now. Too many people are inside their house trying to overanalyze their next step. Wolfman comes through. He says, Game O says, are you fasting for Ramadan? Yes. That's why I'm down here for Miami, because Ramadan's on the 23rd. The only thing I like about this Ramadan is that the eat times are from 5 a.m. through 6 p.m. So this year we'll be eating an hour earlier than last year, which is going to be easier for me to do Ramadan because I'm already eating once a day as it is. You know what I'm saying? Even though I got a fat stomach, you know what I mean? I eat a lot of candy. But for this year Ramadan, yes, that's why I'm in Miami right now. Well, I'm in Deerfield Beach now. And I'm going to be, we getting all this in. The 23rd, when Ramadan start, I will be back on my diet. Okay, Zostin says, if you have a soft-looking face and a soft-spoken voice, woman wouldn't talk to you seriously at first, even if you're an alpha, right? you have to go hard on her to see you as an alpha. You don't have to go that hard. You need to find out which. You don't need to go hard on trying to convince a woman of anything, bro. You have to find your type. You have to find the type of crowd that you fit in. And then the woman that respects you for who you are will life. A lot of these girls out here, they don't fit me. I may be attracted to them sexually. A man could be attracted sexually. Any woman you could be attracted to sexually. But relationship is totally different than the sexual attraction. All right, I'm gonna say it again. Relationship attraction is different than the sexual attraction. You have to separate your sexual attraction from your relationship attractions. That's what a lot of guys are having a hard time doing. Adam Hopkins, what? How did his message get? Adam Hopkins, big shout outs, bro. Thanks for the $9.99. Put your question back up. All right. Wolfman comes in. He says, I was always called a pretty boy by my bros. Girls always told me I look like a hoe, but I never felt that way. All right. When the girls say you look like a hoe, you look like the guy that's going to fuck all the girls when they tell you that. That's not a bad thing if it's coming from the girls. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's not a bad thing. But being called a pretty boy amongst guys just makes you sound weak. When men call another man a pretty boy, they're thinking that they're stronger than them. But when women call it, women know that other women will want to have kids with a pretty guy, so they can try to have pretty kids as well. So that's what the perspective of the woman saying it. When the woman says it, that means girls are going to want to have babies with you because they want pretty babies. When guys are saying it, they're saying that they think that you're weak. All right. Adam Hawkins, I don't know how his message got, but put another in there. Ina says Ramadan. What is that? Sounds like a hotel. Ramadan is fasting for Muslims. Spiritual fasting for Muslims. It's a whole entire month from the 23rd to the 21st of April. Aaron M. If I don't go to the mosque, but I practice most of Islam religion every day, I watch about Islamic ways, pray mostly 5 times a day and read the Quran, also preparing for Ramadan. Hey, that's you. It's your belief system. I don't pray 5 times a day. My girl does, but I don't. So it's going to be different strokes for each folks. You know what I'm saying? So it's you. It's your life. It's your life. It's your life. Take advantage of it. Most people don't realize all the time that they wasted on their life until they get older. I'm telling you right now. All right, here's Anthony Hawkins. He says, is there any situation that you could forgive a woman for cheating, physical or mental, and do you believe they change? No. No. Regular dudes in the building. Big shout outs to that dude. That's also a regular around here. Anthony Hawkins. No. Once a woman cheat, it's over. There is no forgiveness. The only thing that you're going to be doing is just relinquishing a whole bunch of power. Hold on. All right. I forgot to bring me. I forgot to bring a charger, so we got to get ready to sum this up. I'm about $20 away from my goal because somebody give me a donation of $20. And my phone is dying. Give me 1 second. Let me a bit of time. Okay, when it comes to women, once a woman cheat, you got to leave that alone, bro. There's no such thing as forgiveness. When you're young, you think that you can do that because your heart is still involved. So the emotion is still there. But realistically, when a woman cheats, she never wanted you. The worst thing that you could do is be in a relationship with a woman that doesn't appreciate you, because it only gets worse the more you're in that relationship. And one thing that I don't like that you guys do a lot of is you bring up a lot of exes. A lot of you guys, you were never the main dude. You were the fallback guy. And now you got played and you're trying to learn to get a woman back, but you're coming from a fallback guy point of view. When you're the fallback guy, she never wanted you. So why would you want a girl who never even wanted you in the first place? This is why she's cheating on you. This is why she did you wrong. all that. Oh, how do I forgive her? And she come back. No, bro, she's coming back to use you. She's not coming back to love you. She's not coming back to build anything. You got to move on from an ex, bro. You have to move on from an ex. A woman would destroy you when you're desperate. A desperate man will get used every time because a woman is not afraid to use a man. Listen to what I'm telling you. A woman ain't afraid to use you, bro, and spit you out. She would be heartless. Why? Because women think, every man thinks with their dick. Listen to what I'm telling you. Every woman thinks that. The moment you're the guy who's not being controlled by her sexual nature, she respects you more. You guys have to get to the point where you don't look desperate for sex. Like you're not trying to be nice for sex. When you're trying to be nice, she knows you're not getting sex. When you treat her like she's a little sister, then she knows you have options. That's how it is with women. Women want the guy that has options and that's not always trying to pander her for sex. Too many guys are trying to pander a woman for sex. You have an ex because you did too much pandering in the relationship. Less pandering. Women are tougher now. The flowers, they don't want them. The chocolates, they don't want them. The rose petals, they don't want them. They don't want none of that romance shit no more. You can ask any girl, all these young girls will tell you, we don't want that shit. What we want is a man with some balls. That's what they want. They want a man. Sure, girl, you can chop down a fucking tree. You know what I'm saying? Sure, you can do some man shit. Don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to talk to a woman like you got some authority. That's what it's gonna boil down to, my dude. Let me see here. All right. What do I think of toxic relationships? Get away from them, man. Like, he says gaslighting. All right. All right. Anthony Garcia says, I recently applied to Job Corps for a trade and the recruiter is a cougar. How do I go around this or boundaries with her? Man, just get in there and look at the goal, bro. What's your fucking goal? Your goal is to get in there into Job Corps and call it a day. There's plenty of guys in Job Corps that let her go flirt with other dudes. When you lock in, you gotta lock in. When you lock in, you ain't worried about no woman, bro. Y'all gotta learn to lock in and stop worrying about women and just lock into what you want to do with your life, and women will come. All right, he said Steve Harvey book got 304s turning into 305s. All right, is there any solution you can forgive a woman? Okay, it doesn't. You guys gotta understand. I don't give a fuck about a 304, nigga. If I didn't have a woman, he said, how much longer are you gonna be in South Florida? I leave. Well, we're going on our way up. I was in Miami yesterday. I'll be in Lakeland, Palm Springs this afternoon. I'll be flying out of Jacksonville tomorrow night. All right. Wolfman, he says, facts. Girl at my job, friends on me, but was dating a broke guy. Yeah, let her do that. Let her do that. All right, let's go back. I was going to answer another question. Oh, the Job Corps, Anthony Garcia's. Yeah. When you guys lock in, Scott financed that ass. Big shout outs, bro. Thanks for the $2, my man. All right, we about $20 away. Give me some more donations. Listen, this is what I want you guys to work on. You have to work on being obsessed with your purpose. Being obsessed with something other than women. You can't be obsessed with woman nature. I keep telling you, it's the little shit in life that you don't see now. I'm gonna get a haircut today. Today I'm gonna go run. Today I'm gonna get a gym membership. Today I'm gonna walk around my house. Little shit starts to build up in your life once you put the phone down. You have to put that phone down and walk outside and smell fresh air so you get a different light of what life looks like. You have to get out and travel the world. I can talk the way I talk because I've lived in different countries. I've been in the military. I've owned different businesses. mainly traveled around the world. So the experiences are there. The knowledge is there. I've grown to not care what a woman thinks. But I understand a lot of you guys out there that just want to be in love because a lot of dudes just don't have that go-getter spirit. But unfortunately, in the new world order, you have to have that go-getter spirit because we're living in a time of life now where it's all about survival mode. You see what's happening with the economy. You see what's happening with the world. People are dying day to day. They're dying fast. And people are still worried about 304s. Let me tell you something about a woman. Pussy gonna sell faster than anything. And she'll make her money. But as a man, if you don't move and you don't do something with your life, life will suffer. You will suffer. I'm going to be honest with you. You don't find a way to get it moving now, you will suffer. What society has done, it has converted a whole bunch of extroverted people into introverts. Now everybody is sitting at home, antisocial, inside of their room, but you really want to come back outside into the real world. But you've been inside your house for so long, you're trying to think, what do I have to do to come outside? You have to start doing that, bro. You got to come outside. Stop worrying about women. This is Sigma Nation. You have to understand, over here, technically, you're supposed to already be past this. You're supposed to be in survival mode. You're supposed to be outside adjusting to the rest of the world. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm down here in Miami, I'm still working. I'm still strategizing. I'm down here to clear my head, clear my brain, so I could go back home and work 10 times harder than what I just did these past couple of years. This is only a refresher to build harder. This is me refreshing my brain to go back and work 10 times as harder. That's what this is. You have to be able to do that with your life. You have to develop that work ethic. When you develop that work ethic, women are going to see it. They're going to follow it. They're going to know it. You don't never have to explain to a woman what type of guy you are. She's going to know within 5 seconds. And I keep telling you guys, women have that sixth sense to where they can see you way faster than what you're going to try to convince them of. All right, let's see here. But the main thing that you want to do, somebody keep asking about toxic masculinity. Bro, if you, we ain't got to answer them questions over here. Toxic masculinity is not good. Okay, Bellowship, he says, Anthony, I recently learned how to make bread, real bread. I've had a long-standing goal of learning to make food in the kitchen around in the ground. Currently, it's becoming a hobby. All right, now that it's becoming a hobby, you do it till you master it. After you master it for so long, your hobby will eventually start to make you money. But you bet not be doing your hobby more than you're out here chasing your dreams and making money. Make sure the money is being made and the hobby is second. But the goal is to get your hobby making you money. That way you're able to stay into it. Wolfman says there's no such thing as toxic masculinity. It's called being a functional male or being a product of society. Learn to live free or go to jail. Big shout outs, bro. When you're dealing with toxic masculinity, you're dealing with, when it comes to toxic masculinity, it can go on both ends. Because you have women now that are very abusive towards men. And you have, actually, you're starting to have a lot more of that than normal. Abuse itself is just amongst people now because we're living in a mentally ill society. That's one of the main things that we're doing is we're living in mental illness. So as a man, you damn near have to be emotionless, but have empathy for people, but still be emotionless moving forward. Only the strong is going to survive now. As a man, you cannot sit back, cry, and complain about anything that a woman does anymore because the agendas are here and they're here to stay. And until you become the best version of yourself, then it's going to be completely hard for you to understand life because everybody's life lens is different. What does that mean? That means what I'm saying out of my mouth, you'll only be able to relate to pieces of it. What comes out of your mouth, I'll only be able to relate to pieces of it. I'm here to give you red flags of what I've seen. You're supposed to take the red flags of what I've seen and apply it to your life to see if it fits or not. But you still have to live your own personal life. Understand that. All right, let's see here. We got Sithole. He says, I love to listen to your wisdom. I'm going out for a run right now, 20 kilometers now. I'll watch the live later. Big shout outs, bro. That's the type of stuff that I want to hear from you guys. Because, all right, my phone's about to die. Somebody said Red Pill mixtape is fire. Thanks, bro. Okay, one thing that I like hearing you guys when you say stuff like, I'm going for a run. All right, that's little stuff. Remember, don't give yourself a big picture goal. It's because you can scare yourself off from your dreams. I want you to first start off with the little shit. And I'm about to get off this live because my phone's about to die. But today, I want you guys that are watching to work on the little shit. I want you to clean your room, clean up around your room, rearrange your room. Little stuff right there. Get that energy in there. Take a plant and put it inside your room. Find a tree, something, put it in your room. You have to start changing your energy, and that's what we're going to start doing around here. I want you guys to start doing the little shit. Get a haircut today. Maybe, look, my teeth are yellow. I've been trying to whiten them. They getting white. They getting white. Why? Because I got to start cleaning them more. I got to self-improve too, bro. I'm not perfect. You guys know I'm not perfect. I got a fat stomach I'm working on. I'm right there with you. Even though I'm teaching you, I still have my flaws too that I have to work on. And I always remind you guys of my flaws that I'm working on. So if I'm going to be out here putting my flaws on the camera for you to see them, I want you that's following me to be working on it too. I'm not a leader that's getting ready to just give you some shit so you give me your money because I'm talking shit on women. Like, we ain't doing that. This is Sigma Nation. I have to program you into being a better man. That's the only way this works. I'm a real leader in life. I'm not somebody here giving you strawberry jelly beans. I'm going to tell you, I have flaws that I'm working on day to day. But if I'm working on them and you're seeing my flaws out here, you better be working on them too. It's that simple, all right? I got to fix my teeth. I got to get on a better diet. I was suffering a little depression from working a lot. That's why I'm down here, to get my energy from the sun so I can go back and work harder. I want you guys to do that too. Justin with the $1.99, really appreciate it. Wolfman comes back. He says, I've been putting in 56-hour work week this whole year. There you go, Wolfman. Have that goal in that dream. I know what it's like. I know what it's like, bro, when you got a dream and a vision and you're doing nothing but working on it. That's very, very, very important. Big shout out to Keandre. You guys make sure that you're going over to subscribe to my second channel, Anthony Spade Clips, because that's the next channel that we're building up. All right, doing the littles. Today, I want you guys to work on the little stuff. Tomorrow, I'm going to go live again. I may go live tonight, even though I keep saying that and I don't because I end up being busy. We're going to go live tomorrow, all right? And then after that, I will be home soon, and I'll be back into the studio, and we're going to get longer live sessions going on. But today, what I want you guys to do is work on the little stuff. Work on walking. Work on your image. Work on, maybe brush your teeth today. Maybe clean your room. Little stuff that you have control over will go a hell of a lot further in life. He said, Anthony, I rewatched something of your channels. I had a playlist made of your advice, and now I'm ready to get offline and try my life. Hey, man, that's what I want you to do. All right, that's what I want you to do. I want you to take my advice and apply it to your life. Big shout outs to Enos. Enos comes through with he says, I'm glad to see you down here in South Florida for sure, bro. You damn right. I'm getting that energy, bro. But I got to handle a lot of family shit too. I got family shit I got to handle, bro. All right. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. I'm going to try to link up later, but I really appreciate everybody that donate today and all the regulars that were here. Hasta la vista.